it says I am live. I don't know whether or not I am, but I am soaked. All right, ready to go for a ride, Shelby? Shelby? She said, hey, everybody, I just had me a cheeseburger. And she liked it, let me tell you. Hang on a second now. I have this bad habit of grabbing a hold of that phone in such a manner that I'm always putting my greasy finger over the camera lens. Not that's gonna matter. Everything's all blurry tonight, raining. If you haven't done so, please check out my previous video at the TA right here. Alright. If you kind of sort of like what I've got to say in it, 45 minutes. It gets more heartfelt as it goes. It's titled "What If" in my Mike at Midnight playlist. It means a lot to me if you would like it, comment, share, whatever. Even if you don't do any of the above, watch it. It might be useful to you. So, it might not, depending who you are. But yeah, if you would, please check that out. So, all right, so I'm gonna take my soaking wet butt on down the road, and it is raining out serious big time. So here is. I got y'all sitting up in this little cradle right here. The camera's right here pointing out the windshield. My GPS, which currently shows me my CB, which for some reason has, I think probably I've blown the fuse in the line or something, but I've got it fed to the dash, so I'll have to look at that later. My defroster fan, which is going to work full time tonight. There's two of them there. And Miss Shelby. We don't go anywhere without Miss Shelby. No, we love Miss Shelby. And Miss Shelby loves right on her. My, what big eyes you have. She hates this phone. She's like, dude, one of these days you get that phone close enough, I'm just going to bite it. Anyhow, we are in Slidell, Louisiana. Let me get you. You're being bounced around because I need to get you in the cradle just right. So, remember, this is all out trying to catch people committing road rage against my front bumper. So, as the song goes, we got a long time to get there. I'm not northbound. Watch the MacGyver run. I've been reminded tonight that I had been dubbed, like I said yesterday, truckers tend to pick up their own CB handles, whereas on the river, your nickname is given to you. I had a trucker give me a nickname years ago, and I don't know why it never occurred to me now, because it's a pretty cool name. I've always been satisfied with the one I chose, though. But anyhow, I've owned my own big rigs in the past. This is a company truck. The last one I owned, once I had gotten out of it, I had stayed off for a little while. When I got back on the road, decided to, if I remember correctly how I got out of here, I decided to take a break from trucking, and when I got back into it, let's just drive a company truck and be done with it. Anyhow, and I pardon the noise from the wipers. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. I basically talk, so if anybody tunes in, you've got something to listen to, other than just the wheels humming down the road. But every now and then I do get people to follow along and comment and what have you.
Turn left, US 190 eastbound.
Which is pretty cool.
Gulf Boulevard. Then,
considering the fact that the whole reason I do this is really just for insurance, if you will, against bad drivers. But anyhow, those trucks, I've owned 5. It's not like I had a small fleet and I had 5 drivers and, living large. It wasn't like that at all. I owned a truck, just about paid it off, decided I want a bigger truck. Went and traded that off. It was a 1998. No, what either? Yes, it was. It was a 1998 International 9300 series, which to this day is probably, of all the trucks I've owned, the one that was my favorite. So you get a bigger truck, and after you get the bigger truck, you realize, you know what, I think I was happier in the smaller truck. But traded it in for a 379 Peterbilt because everybody who has any kind of fascination with trucking loves a 379 Peterbilt. Then had nothing but troubles out of it. I mean, it has under warranty, but even under warranty, it spent more time in the shop than it did on the road. I wasn't making any money with it. So I told them they can have it back. And I bought another International. This one was a 9900 IX. Now that doesn't mean much to most of you, but the 9900 IX International Eagle is the top of the line. It is the Cadillac of international trucks. And that had everything. It had cherry wood cabinets inside, built-in microwave, humongous microwave, television. At that time, everything was still VHS. Television, VCR combo, and real nice truck. Decked out real nice. Drove, for a diesel big rig, it drove real quiet. Drove quieter than a Volvo. Volvos are known for being quiet. Yeah, I wouldn't have waited on me either, man. No problem. Then, I felt I wasn't being done right with that truck. The people I was least on with. And the rule of thumb is, if you're going to own your own truck, you never buy the truck from the people you're leasing to. And of course, no one had ever set me down and explained that to me, although I wanted that truck so bad I'd have done it anyway. Anyway, I wasn't happy with it. I felt they were doing me wrong. So I told them they can basically take their truck back. There's a very small paragraph at the very bottom of your lease purchase agreement. It says there's a walk-away lease. Either party can end the lease at any time for any reason. I wasn't worried about them saying it right till you pay it off, and then just before paying it off, decide they want out of the lease. I wasn't. Of course, if they did that, they'd have to give you the opportunity to come up with the balance of cash and pay it off the rest of it.
Turn left, Interstate 10 eastbound,
But
towards Bay St. Louis. Then take the freeway.
The idea was that I didn't feel they were doing me right. They were cheating me on the cost of tires. They had a clause in there too. And the clause that they had back then said that you will bring the truck to us every time it's being maintained.
After 1 mile, keep left.
So you'd pay whatever it was that they said that you owed in maintenance costs, and you had no more to say about it. Well, the problem I had, my truck had stainless steel fenders. They're worth a lot of money. And they kept putting recap tires on there. Well, when you blow a recap, a whole piece of outer tread, about 5 foot long, I guess it is, that entire chunk of
keep left. Then take the exit left. 267 feet.
that entire chunk of outer tread when it comes off, it takes other stuff off with it.
267 feet.
It'll tear some things up, and it don't care what it's made out of, stainless steel, aluminum, plastic, it don't care. It's gonna tear some things up, let me tell you. We just got off of I-10, Slidell, Louisiana.
267 feet. Take the exit left.
Lola just chatterboxing away in the background, won't shut up. I-12. I could take 59 north toward Hattiesburg and then come up 49 out of, I can't remember the city up there. But anyway, you take 49 not far north of here and it'll bring you up to Jackson. But I think with the rain especially, I think I'd just rather stay on the interstate. So, anyhow, we're on I-12 west now, westbound on I-12. Go I-55, hit I-55 north and stay on that all the way back toward Memphis. Headed to South Haven, Mississippi, which is almost Memphis. Memphis kind of, sort of. Man, you could have picked a better place to park that thing. I mean, I understand you have a flat tire or whatever, but I sure want to park it there. Change t-shirts. I'm soaking wet now. The glass is all fogging up in here. Anyhow, they were charging, and that wasn't even the biggest part of the recap problem, although that was enough as far as I was concerned. But they were charging me the price of Virgin. Now again, those of you who aren't real familiar with how trucking works, a Virgin tire is what you get when you buy a brand new tire for your car at Walmart. That's what we call Virgin rubber. Where the recap is when they take an old tire, car tires that they're already used to. You can buy car tires now so inexpensive. They can't compete with recap. Recap can't compete with the cost of new tires. But what they'll do with the big truck is they'll take the carcass, I guess you might call it, but the remnants that's left of a bad tire, and they'll put a new tread over it, which is what you see laying on the road a lot of times when it blows out. The reason why recaps are so popular, especially with fleets who have 3,000 trucks and 8,000 trailers, recap tires go for around $200, $250. Virgin tire goes between $400, $450, and $500. Do the math. 8,000 trailers. You go through a set of tires, ballpark once a year. If you're lucky, you can get a year and a half out of them. So yeah, recaps are a big deal in the trucking industry. But if you're going to put a $250 tire on my truck, and you feel that you need to make a profit, then maybe charge me $265. But don't go around charging me $450 for a $250 tire. That's bogus. So I told him, if you're going to charge me the cost of Virgins, then you can give me Virgins. Which I want Virgin rubber anyway, just so I won't have to worry. When a Virgin tire blows, it blows in small chunks. All over the place, like confetti. There it is, no big deal. Doesn't tear up nothing. No one has to worry about tearing underneath of their car if they ride over it. Small little chunk. Just the size of a silver dollar, maybe a little bigger. But as y'all know, if you travel any bit at all, when a recap blows, it leaves a big old piece of chunk of tread 5 foot long, maybe 6 foot long, on the road that someone don't see it until it's too late, especially at nighttime. It can wreak some havoc. Accidents are caused by recaps left laying on the road. Most truckers, when they realize it's fluid capped, are too lazy to walk a mile back, half a mile, whatever it is, so they can, by the time they get pulled over, too lazy to walk back and try to get it out of the road. Now sometimes you can't get it out of the road. I get that. But at least, you know, walk back there and check to see, make an effort. If there's too much traffic, you got no choice. Leave it behind. But in the end, it wasn't even about the fact that if I blow a cap and tear off my stainless steel fenders, it came down to the money. I'm not greedy, but I'm not paying $450 for a $200 tire. I ain't doing it. I can put my wipers on fast, by the way, but as hard as it's raining, it ain't gonna make any difference. They can have their truck back, and I left, went somewhere else. That's truck number 3. Next truck I owned and bought was a 1995 Volvo TES. Love that truck. I mean, years ago, I will admit, I'm kind of partial to those. That was one of the first big rigs to ever have the big plastic Lexan lens headlights. And at the time, in 1992, 1991, I was working for White TMC Volvo Trucks, which is White TMC Trucks in Chicago dealership, running parts, and I always thought, man, if I ever drive me a big truck, I want one of these right here. I never thought that they'd come out actually own one. Fancy, just basic, you know, a basic big truck with a bunk in it, a couple small cabinets, 2 seats. It quit running on me one day. Even though I've been around trucking a long time, I've never had this happen, so I didn't know to look for it. I've never heard of anybody having this happen. But it turns out diesel fuel is not supposed to just sit around. If diesel fuel sits around for very much long and gets hot, it'll actually get algae growing in it. Kind of like if you have sunlight shining into a fish aquarium. Same difference for the sun beating on the aluminum fuel tanks. Next thing you know, something in that diesel turns to algae, and algae, of course, is a kind of a bacteria, a life form of its own, if you will. So I parked it. Started driving another guy's truck with a also one of my favorites. Freightliner FLD, short hood, flat top, 48-inch sleeper, real small truck. Short wheelbase, make U-turns on a dime. 3406 cat with a 10-speed. That's the only thing about it I didn't like. I wish it would have had 13 speed in it. But this goes good. This is a pulling little truck too. That's what the curtains in the back of my van came out of it. Now, mind you, the truck, it got into a minor wreck. A minor wreck. Nothing major. Maybe about $4,000 of damage, which in a big truck is not a lot to do. But I didn't have $4,000 in my pocket to fix it, or else I would have just gone ahead and dealt with it myself. So I turned it into the insurance company. Well, the insurance company said the truck only valued $16,000. Bull crap. But that's what, Blue Book value kind of bull, Doesn't matter if the truck looked like brand spanking new before the wreck, and didn't look far from being like brand spanking new after the wreck. They said, no, it's only valued at $16,000. You figure it's 25% of damage right there. So we're just going to go ahead and write it off. And they come after it with a record. Paid it off. Dude, I understand it's raining and you're scared, but park the thing on the road? My God, at least get some kind of speed going there. By all means, slow down. Don't do the speed limit, but man, don't crawl either. Like people who do that in the fog. Now, there is no actual safe speed drive in the fog, but you've got to think of it like this. You need to slow down because there's some people out there who are going to be driving real slow, but they're scared. Because they're not smart enough to pull over. They're going to keep on going until you slow down. Maybe they'll have their four ways on, maybe they won't. So to keep from rear-ending them, you need to slow down. But there's other people out there who aren't smart enough to slow down at all. And they're going to keep on doing the speed limit, maybe even have their cruise control set. And so because of that, you need to still kind of keep your speed up. So you find a happy medium, kind of get an idea of what the slow vehicles are doing, which is usually about 25, 30. Of course, the fast vehicles are doing between 60 and 70. So the minimum posted speed limit at most interstates is 45. Pennsylvania, a couple other places is 40. Most states is 45. Which means you can be driving as slow as 45 miles an hour, and if somebody rear-ends you, it's their fault. Because you're driving the minimum posted speed. You're illegal. Now there are always be these cops that decide to give you the ticket because you're driving too slow for the flow of traffic. But that doesn't change the fact that you're not doing anything illegal. Me, yeah, I'd fight it. Some people that probably it's cheaper to take less of their time just to go pay it and move on. Blue flashing lights up here. Trucks I've owned. Oh man, that dude is not having a good day. At least he went in backwards, which means whenever he hit that tree, he had his headrest in his seat to stop it. Out here again, I would do it because I was able to buy the truck flat out in cash. It wouldn't be lease purchase from nobody. I had one truck, the Volvo was cash. All the others were lease purchase. anybody who would ever decide, oh, I think I want to own my own truck. Regardless if you get it as a lease purchase or buy it outright cash money, pay for your own tag. Do not let the company you're leasing to put a license plate on your truck. Because anytime they decide that they don't appreciate you no more, anytime they decide they want to play hardball, they'll take that tag off your truck. Get caught driving down the road with no tag in a big rig and see what happens. You think it's a no-no in a car? Huh. Try it in a commercial vehicle. You don't see eye to eye, you take your truck home, fill their name up at the door, and find someone new to release onto. See, if you're right there on their property having an argument with them, while they're having an argument with you, they've already done got the phone up, sent the text to the chief mechanic, send somebody out there and get our tag off this guy's truck. You would think, well, I'll just drive it home, then I'll send their tag back to them. Nope, they're not going to wait for that. Look at ending a lease the same as a divorce. Irreconcilable differences. Parting of the ways. I ain't waiting for you to give me half my stuff because I think you're going to try to screw me out of it. I'm taking my half now. That's the mentality. Buy your own tag. Changes from state to state. I don't know how much it is anymore. Keeps going up. I've heard that Oklahoma, New Jersey, Illinois, and Tennessee are the least expensive states to get a tag in. You don't have to register it where you live. All you need is a P.O. box with your business name on it, and you can register it in any state you want. Get your P.O. box in that state. Make sure you get through there once a year. That's where they're going to send you a renewal notice to. Another thing is if you have your own tag and you get caught with one of these red light cameras, the ticket comes to you. You pay it, no one's the wiser. It's a non-moving violation if it's one of those cameras mounted on the pole. Because it don't go against your driver's license, it goes to the vehicle. They just send the ticket to whoever the vehicle's registered to. But the company you're leased to knows who's driving the truck. So if you're driving on their tag and they get the ticket in the mail, they're not going to say, hey, who was driving your truck the other day? They ran a red light, because no one's allowed to drive your truck with you. Unless you got it set up as you got someone else as a company driver driving your truck. Either way, that's still bad news, because that happens too frequently, they'll terminate your lease. Unsafe driving, we don't want you here no more. You got your own tag, the ticket comes to you, you just pay the ticket. People you're leased to, they know nothing. Don't go get your license. The license plate is nothing more than registration. It simply tells them who the truck owner is. It's a money racket. They don't care about putting a flagpole against whoever's the driver. It's easy money. That's why more and more cities are putting their cameras up. Instant revenue. All kinds of reasons why you're going to own your own truck. You want to have your own tag. It's better off to have your own tag. This stretch of I-12 between Slidell and Hammond, as you can see how much traffic there is. There's a little more going east tonight. Union's dead pretty much both directions. In the daytime it gets pretty busy, right around rush hour. We're over around Covington, Louisiana right now. But at nighttime, yeah, it's like this. That's why I got loaded today. As well, I can go ahead and fight rush hour. I was actually making pretty good time. Well, I'll just go ahead and get my rest break in there. Go trucking through the night when there's next to no traffic at all. I like driving at night, although yeah, you don't get to see much, so it does get kind of boring. But it's less stressful. Less traffic, therefore there's less interaction with traffic, which means there's less people cutting you off. Slamming on the brakes in front of you, getting your attention and waving at you, telling you you're number one. Because you're slowing them down, like you're doing it on purpose. Less cops out at night. Of the cops that are out, there's less of them that give a damn. You get some in the daytime, you know, there's supervisors somewhere around. They're out there trying to earn their living, show the governor they're making their money. But at nighttime, a lot of cops are like, he ain't going that fast over the limit. Let him be. He's just trying to make a living. That just kind of seems to be the mentality. I ran a red light. I don't know, maybe 6 months ago or so. And the light was just turning from yellow to red. And I seen the cop sitting in the intersection, so I'm kind of paying attention to him, looking down at my speedometer to make sure I'm not speeding, because every now and then I drive a little faster than I need to be, I suppose. I'm always trying to hustle, trying to make time. So I looked to see what speed I was driving, because I realized the speed was slower than I thought it was. turned from green to yellow because I was looking down. So I hit the brake, but I realized by the time I come to a stop, I'm going to come to a stop in the intersection. So I took my foot off the brake and just eased on through. I wouldn't have hit nobody because it always has a slight delay before their light turns green. But yeah, by the time my trailer wheels were cutting across the path of that cop, the light had turned green for him. When it did that, his lights turned red and blue for me. Now, if you've seen my mic excuse me, if you've seen my mic at midnight video that I recorded just a little bit ago, it's called What If? Or if you haven't, but you intend on watching, I talk about sharing a kind word, spreading a little sunshine with people. What if someone's having a really bad day and that kindness that you spread their way is the difference between life and death for them? So when that cop pulled me over, I didn't, you know, I've known people get an attitude. Like, yeah, if I give the cop an attitude, he'll let me go. That's the stupidest thing you can do. So he come up to, he's walking alongside the trailer. He ain't quite got to the truck yet. I step out onto the steps over the fuel tank, and I said, well, I got kind of a smile on my face, let him know I'm not going to be combative with it. Until you open your mouth, they never know what to expect out of you. And I said, well, I'm not even going to ask you what you pulled me over for. And he said, well, what happened back there? Did you see the light? And I said, well, I'm going to be honest with you. I said, no, I didn't. And I said, before you start asking me how could I have not seen that, I said, I saw you sitting at the intersection waiting for the light to change. And I said, I dropped my gaze to my speedometer to see what speed I was doing because I really didn't want to get a speeding ticket. And I honestly couldn't say for sure if I was or wasn't speeding. And I said, when I looked back up, the light had already turned yellow and I never did see it. It turned from yellow to red. And I said, I kind of hit the brakes real quick, but I realized, man, that's, reaching them high beams, dude. But, I said I knew that was going to be too little too late, so I just eased down through, hoping that no one was going to anticipate the light and run their red light knowing it's about to turn green, because then they'd have gotten caught in my trailer. He never went back to his patrol car to run my drive, which I don't have any warrants or nothing anyway, I wasn't worried about it. He never went back to his patrol car to run my license and then come back and give me a warning or decide, well, Mr. Kenny, I'm going to let you go or whatever else, nothing like that. He just handed me my license back. Well, man, just kind of pay more attention, okay? Have a good day. I said, well, you're not going to write me a ticket? He's now, you're just out here trying to make a living just like me. People don't get it. People think, you know, cops is a personal thing. It's not. Most of them, they're just doing their job. Most of them are decent folks, just doing their job. Yeah, you got some that let the badge and gun thing go to their head. And unfortunately, those are the ones you read about and hear about in the news all the time. The news never tells you about all the harm that's done to cops, which is just one more reason why the cops get overly aggressive. The attitude of, if it comes down to the two of us, it's going to be you, not me. I'm going home, my wife gets mine. So of course the media tries to make the police out to be, you know, worse than they really are. And don't get me wrong now, some of them are pretty bad. They're a disgrace to the badge, they're a disgrace to the uniform, they're a disgrace to the profession. Real easy. I get caught up in it myself sometimes. watch a video on YouTube of some cop getting overly aggressive and mouthy. One here recently, a fella stepped out of an ambulance to tell the cop he just needs to calm down. They got somebody back there in the wagon, and the cop's just getting all out of his mind, just all losing his mind. And because the fellow who stepped out of the ambulance, which was, I guess, the supervisor, the cop took him and put a chokehold on him and shoved him up against the body of the ambulance with his hand up against the guy's throat. If the guy strikes you, that's not even worth doing him that way. Much less him trying to talk to you nicely and let you know they got a patient back there. The cop loses his mind because the ambulance was driving fast like an ambulance does, and they didn't have the lights or siren on. And the guy tried explaining to the cop specifically why they didn't have the lights and siren on, because some patients that agitates and makes their condition worse. And that patient was one of those. He didn't want to hear it. And when he wanted to get back in the ambulance like he was told, no, I'm not going to let you go out there and aggravate my driver for doing his job. That's when the cop got just, he already had lost his mind when he first approached the ambulance. And then he's going to go ahead and just totally just blow a blood vessel to the point of choking the civilian, the fellow who's working with the ambulance crew. And then that guy, sergeant or lieutenant or whoever, says, the cop says that he didn't do anything wrong. So yeah, it's real easy to see stuff like that and suddenly take a hatred for the police in general. But it wasn't every cop doing that, it was that one cop. Like I said, I get caught up in that too. We need to remind ourselves, most cops are actually good people, bringing honor to the badge, serving honorably, actually serving the public is what they're paid to do, not trying to be whatever the word is, overbearing over the public. Anyway, yeah, he just handed me my license back. Have a good day. Pay more attention, be careful. I asked him, I give him the chance, like give me the ticket basically. Most people would just shut their mouth and left. I was like, you're not gonna write me a ticket? That's the way I am. This is where my father and I don't agree. I'm very open, very honest. I keep very few secrets. If you don't have any secrets, you don't have any reason to lie. That's what it comes down to. Dad was said, sometimes, boy, you just need to learn to shut your mouth. Sometimes the problems or the trouble I've gotten into would be because I just didn't shut my mouth and wait for it to go away. I had to say something more, like, you mean you're not going to write me a ticket? Now you're just trying to make a living like me. Be careful out there. So I thanked him, wished him well. One time I got a speeding ticket, and when that cop pulled me over, I said, I'm not even going to disrespect you by trying to talk you into letting me go. It's good because 15 over, you got this one coming. Yeah, I agree. And anyway, he wrote me that ticket. I was hoping that maybe he'd cut it down to maybe 10 over. But he didn't. He wrote it up for the entire bit. I didn't give him no attitude. I didn't suddenly start, trying to bully him a little bit. because I didn't appreciate getting a ticket. I got a ticket because I was doing something I wasn't supposed to. A lot of people get so mad. Well, if you weren't doing something you weren't supposed to, you wouldn't be getting a ticket. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't times people get a ticket that they didn't have coming. There's an accident, it's the other guy's fault, you're the one that ends up with a ticket. Yeah, that happens sometimes. But most times, if you get a speeding ticket, it's because you got caught speeding. You get a ticket for running the red lights because you got caught running the red lights. I like that thing Chris Rock talks about. It's kind of a parody of a infomercial on how not to get your ass whooped by the police. He starts going through all things you should or shouldn't do to avoid having an altercation with the police. One of them is obey the law. You obey the law, you aren't going to be getting tickets, much less having your car searched, much less whatever else. Sometimes people bring that up on... I watched this Alaska State Troopers, and you'll see people sometimes get pulled over and the car gets impounded, they take it, they start going through the car and all kinds of dope, weapons, whatever else in it. Why would you be driving like an idiot, 10, 15 miles an hour over the limit, driving recklessly, running a red light here and there, whatever else, just like you're joyriding around, like you think you own the whole world, just so they can go ahead and impound your car because the dog lit up on it, and find all that. Man, if you're going to be doing stuff like that, you need to, you know the old little story about the little old lady from Pasadena? Well, if you're going to be driving around with drugs and weapons, whatever else, you kind of need to drive like that little old lady. No matter how much you think, how cool it is, now yeah, I don't approve of it. I'm a firm believer into each his own. But I hate to see people take an automobile and turn it into some gaudy, ugly thing just so they can get attention. Like a kid with ADD. Bad attention's better than no attention. But again, if you're going to be running drugs and weapons and who knows whatever else, maybe instead of having a little car like that, say, hey man, I'm a thug wannabe, I'm probably up to no good. Just leave it stopped. Plain Jane old Crown Vic with plain Jane old wheel covers and standard tires. If you're up doing illegal activities, that is not the time to be drawing attention to yourself. That's the time to be blending into the crowd. Trailer trucking, and I don't stop for nothing. I will be at my destination around 7:30. I'm sure they'd like me to get there at 8. I'm planning to get in there around 9. So basically I'll have an hour and a half, take a break somewhere along the way. Work 14 hours a day. No more than 11 of those hours can be actually driving the vehicle. And whatever time my day starts, I can work 8 hours consecutively without taking a break. But after 8 hours, I'm required to take a 30-minute break before continuing. Now, I can take that half-hour break anywhere I want, split it up, but you cannot go more than 8 hours without a 30-minute break.
Take the exit right, interstate 50. 55 northbound towards Jackson.
Used to be I'd come into this petrol I'm passing here on the left. Got a Blue Beacon truck stop in it. Come in here about this time of night, usually right around 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, people start easing out to get where they gotta be. And that's about the same time I'm usually pulling over, finish off one day and start the next. I'd pull in there, straight up to the Blue Beacon, get the truck washed. By the time you get out of there, there'll surely be maybe 4 or 5 empty parking spaces in there somewhere. Just gotta drive the aisles till you find it. Get her parked, go inside, have my shower credits stored up. And back when I owned my own truck, I fueled at petrol more. My truck just seemed like it run better. Petrol fuel.
Take the exit right, 38B, interstate.
Petrol fuel's a little more expensive.
Towards Jackson. Then, take the freeway. Take the exit right, 38B. Then, take the freeway.
But meanwhile, the trick to that is about washing the truck. Think about you getting a truck washed, you know, there's so many different places where the body metal overlaps and has rivets and stuff and it holds water. You start driving down the road after having gotten the truck washed. When you get where you're going, you're going to have all these dry, dirty streets, all where the wind took the dirt out of them little crevices. And the water dragged it all rearward with the wind blowing across the body. So what you do after, you gonna move over or what? What you do is you get the truck washed, park it, let it drip dry. The next morning when the sun comes up, there'll be hardly any streaks at all. Get to it before it starts baking them into the paint. You can just take a paper towel and glass cleaner, real quick, wipe them off. I like keeping my truck look nice. That's why I'd stop right there and do that very thing. There's a couple of Petros. One in West Memphis, Arkansas, comes to mind. There's a couple of Petros I'll try to stay away from. One in Atlanta out there on the loop exit 12. Another one. Most of them are pretty clean, pretty decent. Got good facilities, well lit, secure. Petro and TA used to be two separate companies, and the TA bought the Petro chain out. So they still kept the Petro name, but the Petro's owned by the TA now. Their parking lots show it too. The TA has the worst parking lots of any truck stop chain in the country. And now that they own the Petro parking lots are starting to go to shit. now I can't. I apologize, therefore I cannot address you directly. It's raining pretty hard, so it's hard to keep my eye on the road. And every now and then when someone comments to see what it is they say, it's really hard to do that. I'm trying not to get in the habit of doing that because I don't want my eyes away from the road any longer than necessary. But every now and then a comment will appear, and I can see what it says. I'm on my way to South Haven, Mississippi, just south of Memphis. Hoping that somewhere along the way I'll run out of the rain. I've got slabs of granite and marble on the back. 2 sets of A-frames holding them up. Pretty steady. All these rivers all around keep rising. The last thing we need in this area here is more rain. I-55 northbound, Hammond, Louisiana behind me. I'm figuring since it's raining out, we ought not to have any kind of road rage issues tonight. That's the same. I'd rather keep the camera running and not need to than not keep the camera running and need to. Up here around Jackson, Mississippi, take a break. Get back after it, get up yonder. Right next to South Haven is Horn Lake, Mississippi. We have a customer there we haul freight for, and then across the river in Arkansas we have a customer in West Memphis that we haul freight for. Well, that's usually oversized fuel tanks. I'd rather haul a fuel tank, honestly, but I'm just guessing that since I'll be right next door to Horn Lake, they'll probably give me a load of those dock levelers, which usually end up going. I mean, they go all over the country. I mean, they ship those all over the world. But we seem to always take the ones going Oklahoma, Kansas, Texas, Missouri, Tennessee every now and then, Alabama. Had a load going Georgia one time. Person I like having the music on in the background. I did that here recently one day, and like a lot of people, a song comes on you really like, you haven't heard in a while, you turn the radio up a little louder. But nobody ever turns it back down after that song is done. So now you have a new volume level. Then sure enough, 5-10 minutes later, another song comes on and you ain't heard in a while, you turn it up a little more. Well, before long, I had the volume about maxed. I was jamming, I was having me a good old time. By the time I got where I was going, which I went to pulled over at the Loves in Indianola, Mississippi, I had not one, not two, not three, I had 4 emails that had told me I was from Google, that had told me I was in copyright violation. And one of those emails actually named all the songs that played across the background of my video. So it's one of those things, they're going to give you a warning. If you do it again, they'll probably go ahead and give you like a timeout, I suppose. Make it where you can't access your channel for, I don't know, a week. I don't know. It's anything like Facebook. Well, if you send a friend request to someone you don't know, we're going to block you out of your account. Really? You're the one that told me I might know them. But anyway, I don't do Facebook anymore. Haven't several years. And I don't miss it. But the thing is, in the end result, they may choose to. I've had this happen once. Same thing, had the radio playing in the background. They didn't bother to mess with my video as far as removing it, or what they call striking it. They did not strike my video, but they deleted the audio. So now not only don't you hear the radio playing, but you don't hear the tires going down the road, you don't hear another vehicle going past, you don't hear the CB radio, people talking in the background. You hear nothing. They're like cartoons, have all kind of music to accompany the movement of the different characters. It'd be like watching cartoons with the volume on. Do that. Then if you do it again, they may strike your video, remove it, or they may just go ahead and delete your channel. If they do just choose to strike your video and you do it again, they will definitely delete your channel. Well, it takes a lot of hard work to build a channel, even if, like me, I'm not monetized, I don't have any kind of special interest that I'm going after. Like, a lot of people, their channel's nothing but van life. This one here is nothing but about how to become successful on YouTube or whatever. I've got videos that are about trucking. I got videos that are about van life. I got videos that are about learning how to play certain songs on guitar. Those are the 3 major playlists that I have. Then I have what I call secondary playlists because the content isn't as major, but it's still just another playlist. It's not like this one branches off of that one because you don't have the ability to do that. But I have the playlist for these videos here, live streams. I basically using my phone as a dash cam. I have videos of what I call Mike at Midnight on my playlist, where I might spend anywhere from 10 minutes to 2 hours, depending on what the subject matter is. Chatting or maybe reading something out of a book, some useful information. I'm not going to have 5 different channels to accommodate 5 different types of videos. guess some people really find it interesting to see the view of what it looked like if they were driving down the road in a big rig. I guess that's why I go ahead and post these. Although, yeah, at night you can't see much. I still go ahead and post them anyway. Once they're done, I can always just, when I pull up there Jackson, let's say I've got all the way from New Orleans to Jackson, Mississippi without any kind of an altercation with another vehicle. All right. The camera has done its job. I can go ahead and delete that video. There's no need to keep it, really. Because it's not like I'm going to have to show it to the cops because I didn't get into an accident. I just needed to show the cops if I do. So the thing of it is, though, like I said, some people, they enjoy seeing this view from behind the wheel, especially when you get where there's street lamps you can see at night. Or like the other day, I had to remove the video because of the music. It was raining then too, but it was, fairly a bright day. Everything looked real nice. And but yeah, the idea being that people want to see the view from the windshield, but they want to watch the whole video, just 5 minutes of it, hey, it's fine. I didn't make the video for that reason, but I don't mind leaving it there just the same. Then I've had some people, I've had one person tell me that she went to sleep. I don't know if this is a compliment or an insult. I mean, she meant it as a compliment. I'm being funny. Yeah, she said, I went to sleep listening to you. What she was saying is she finds my demeanor when in conversation relaxing. Listening. Obviously, not every single thing I talk about while I'm driving down the road here is going to be interesting to everybody. But some of the things are interesting to some people, some of the things are interesting to others. And so she's listening to the conversation, but then as she starts getting sleepy, I guess she found my voice soothing, so, and that's fine too. I suppose actually, you can't for anything than to have a 2-hour live stream, basically viewing every minute of it because they've fallen asleep on their phones. So it does good from that fourth an hour thing. I'll probably never make that, but that's okay. I figure if I do, I don't have to worry about it, because if I do, I'm sure YouTube will notify me. But, the van life videos that I started this channel with, I haven't made any in a while because the van's been off the road. And I haven't been off the road. Van's been in the shop, got almost $1,100 worth of front-end work done to it. A new upper control arm, ball joints. Almost all the steering components have been replaced. New front-end alignment. And like right now, it's really been kind of just a little too cool. It's either nice weather, but it's raining, or it's just too cold to get out there and start really doing anything. I got cold trucking. I've been out in the cold back range barge line, but I was getting paid to be out in the cold and having a boat, and I was getting paid well. Out there in my backyard doing it for free, it just ain't as exciting. Them cold days, I want to stay in the house by the wood stove. Lane and I, we heat with wood. Got a couple of electric space heaters to help out, but our main method of heating is using firewood and wood stove, which in the Ozarks is what a lot of people do. there where I'm at. Maybe about 100 miles up. Jackson, right in the center of town. They got a Petro and some other trucks out there. Flying J, Pilot, Loves. They got full of that Petro. Grab me a little something to eat. Yeah, Jab, Mississippi, 103 miles. Pretty good guess. Good night's rest. One of these I did earlier shows me and Shelby on the thumbnail. I was actually headed to the Irish Bayou truck stop across the street from where I was parked. I was headed to that truck stop only to find that it had burnt down. Wasn't much of it left. Parking lot was barricaded. So I got turned around and parked in that little gravel pullout where the four-wheelers will sit there and look at the water and all that. There wasn't nobody there, so I sat there with my dog and enjoyed the view. That's where I went to sleep. In fact, I was passed out before it got completely dark. Had I gone up to TA there in Slidell, there wouldn't have been no truck parking available, so I might just stay where I'm at. I like finding little spots like that other than the occasional vehicle driving by on the roadway. It's just as peaceful and quiet as can be. I've rarely ever had anybody mess with me there. Places like that. I found a place like that in Tennessee I parked my van at, and I had a cop come up there on 2 or 3 different occasions to check on me in my van. Well, you're not doing anything wrong, just needed to check on you, someone was concerned. Of the night is something to be concerned. A van parked outside of a closed gas station in the middle of the night is something to be concerned about. A van parked in a wide gravel spot well off the roadway with his parking lights on to draw attention to himself. So there's no need to be concerned. There's nothing to be concerned about. Some passerby who lived in them houses up the road was so concerned on 3 different occasions. 2 or 3, I forget. I think it was 3. I think I'd been woke up twice by a county sheriff and once by a state trooper. It was a little ways north of where I used to work from, and that place was way too bright. Even when I closed, I got covers over my windows. Even when I cover up the windows, it was just too much light, too much action. Big trucks coming and going all hours of the night. I'd sit there, and other than occasional traffic on the road, it was just a piece of quiet as can be and pitch black dark. lightened up quite a bit, not raining as hard. That's a good sign. Maybe as I proceed, I'll be running out of it. That'd be nice. Back there a little ways said 103 miles to Jackson. This one says and I think from the state line up there it's like 81, 85 miles, 86, something like that. Up to I-20. Yeah, there's your Louisiana way station there. Closed. It's right across the state line. So just over this rise right here will be when I come through there, Louisiana. They're open when I come through there yesterday. Rolled me across. Well, what we call being rolled across, they leave the green light on. They don't ever put the red light on telling you to stop. You just put it in first gear, not granny, but you know your actual first gear. Just ease on across it. If they don't put the red light on, you don't ever stop. Put the red light on, which he did. Then we say, you know, another trucker says, hey there, man, southbound, right? Hey, northbound, what's this chicken coop doing on my side? You say, oh man, they just rolled you across near southbound. Or you say, oh, they're checking that ground pressure. Checking the ground pressure means he's hitting the red light, and everybody stops so he can go ahead and weigh each of your axles. But they wasn't looking for nothing, just doing his job because I mean, he didn't have the red light on but a couple seconds, put the green light back on, sent me on out the road. It's when they leave you sitting there for a while with the red light on and you got sweat because you know then they're looking at something. Oh yeah, they're looking at something. Sometimes what they'll do, they'll put the yellow light on, or if they don't, some scales like that one there don't have yellow light, they'll flash the red light. Which basically means pull your ass over to the side, come on in and have a talk with us. They'll ask for all your paperwork, they'll just kind of give it a quick glance, set it down. Meanwhile, while you're walking in there, you'll notice him sliding into a pair of coveralls. You're about to have a bad day. Driver, let's take a look at this truck. Walk outside the door, there'll be 3 or 4 creepers right there. He'll grab him one of them creepers. Oh yes, you are about to have a bad day. And here's the kicker. This is the part that just really just pisses me off. It's your job to inspect the truck. And then after you've inspected the truck, you're going to write up anything that you don't find, that you feel, or anything you find that you feel is not within DOT specifications for you're going to require me to help you do your inspection? That's messed up. If I have to help you, then you ought not be able to write me up. Because I'm not getting paid to do the inspection, you are. Or not you, but you, the DOT officer. He's getting paid for the inspection. Him or her. There's a way station on US 45 when you come out of Tennessee, like coming out of Jackson, Tennessee, Selmer, Tennessee, that direction, heading down toward Tupelo, Mississippi. Mississippi line. Immediately after passing the exit for Highway 2, Mississippi way stations, both sides, northbound and southbound. They're not as bad on the northbound side and looking at bobtails, but on the southbound side, oh yes. Every chance they get, they bring a bobtail around doing an inspection because for one, they don't have to get under it to inspect as much stuff. They still have to get under it for some. But they don't have to look at everything. A lot of it they can look at from the top side. Plus more light since there's no trailer. They can see through the frame better and see all the bills inside there. But the reason why they like pulling over a bobtail is because it takes less time to inspect a bobtail than it does a truck and trailer combination. And it still counts as a full inspection. They gotta do so many inspections a month. That's a fact. I found that out from a couple of different cops throughout the years of trucking. That's how they can show their boss that they're doing their job because they've done so many inspections. So they try to do a few inspections more than what's required of them. Of course, now I wouldn't dodge the scales because that's illegal. Now, if I happen to be on a particular route and that route's not going anywhere near that scale, that ain't my fault. And I know my way around because I used to live up the road from that scale about 5 miles. Put your mind to it and you know your way around the interstate system and the U.S. highway system and even some of the state highways. You can go one end of this country to the other and hardly cross. Now there's some scales there's no getting around them. There's no way. No matter how far out route you go, there's no way to get around. If this one don't get you, that one over there in Florida is bad for that. Has scales everywhere. I meant to say, welcome to Mississippi, y'all. Earlier this evening, this Mississippi scale was closed. I'm going to guess it probably still is. I ain't too worried about it if it ain't. That just breaks my heart. But not to worry, there's another one up there waiting on me at Nesbitt, Mississippi, right before I get to the Tennessee line. Actually, right before I get to Goodman Road, which will probably be getting off to go to deliver this at. By the time I get up there, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, that one will be open. Hey, come on in. Glad to see you. Sit down. Take a load off. I will openly submit to anybody, including the state police. I don't care. I'm not breaking any laws by doing so. I avoid every scale I possibly can. I won't necessarily go so far as to say that I scales. I'm not going to say that I don't. I'm just saying that I won't necessarily say it. Sometimes the route that I choose to go between point A and point B doesn't take me anywhere near scales. My logbook will be current. I'm not overweight. I don't have oil leaking out of the truck. It's nothing like that. Sometimes I just don't feel like being messed with by them. Like right now, I'm in a pretty decent mood. Just driving down the road. Literally no traffic in front of me or behind me as far as I can see in either direction. A few cars and trucks over on the southbound side. I ain't seen nothing on this side in a while. I'm loving it. Just easing on down the road. The rain's letting up. That's a good thing. That means by the time I get up further north, there should be no rain at all. I hope there ain't no rain at all. Never know, another storm front will be moving in all the while I'm heading north. So the premise of my earlier video, what if? Basic thought behind that was, what if with nothing but a kind word or an act of kindness, holding a door for somebody, something. What if just by being nice to somebody that you, without even knowing it, would be a hero? I don't see how just having a nice word to say to someone can make you a hero. Well, what if that person has been fighting depression? They're having a really bad day. You come along and spread a little sunshine their way, and that was the shot they already needed to convince themselves not to give up on life just yet. You never know. People are really good about put a false smile on their face while they're going through heavy burdens. Most people don't want anybody to know about their burdens. They're ashamed of them. They think if anybody realizes what the troubles and heartaches they're going through, that makes them weak. It don't make you weak. It makes you human. Nonetheless, that's human nature. A lot of people don't want anybody to know. They're ashamed. And if you take the situation itself as a whole, in other words, somebody had something real mean and hateful to say about you online, oh, I'm going to go kill myself. That's not what that's all about. That one particular situation in itself as a whole is not ending your life over. Somebody who's fighting depression, who's had situation after situation after situation of society using them as a dumping ground for all society's frustrations. Yeah, some people get to the point where they're going to give up. Here you are, getting your groceries, and there they are, at the register ringing up your groceries. Maybe they're not the ones ringing up the groceries, they're the stock boy down there bagging them. But just by having a smile and a kind word to say to them, make them feel like there are some people who will acknowledge them as having value. So hey, I appreciate you, and actually mean it. And that right there might be, and that might not, but again, you won't know. But that might be all it takes to restore their faith in civilization and decide that life might just be worth living after all. Depression and emotional stress and heartache, it doesn't fall on any one particular group. It's got nothing to do with the fact that a person's from the ghetto or the poor side of town, as the song goes. Rich or poor, black or white, Hispanic, Chinese, Japanese, American Indian, Hindu Indian, Arab Indian, doesn't matter. We all go through that. Every race, every ethnicity, no one's excluded from it. Each of us as individuals, and again, it has nothing to do with race or ethnicity or anything else. Nothing to do with your upbringing. Each of us as individuals cope with things differently. Back when there was that Enron scandal, folks start getting caught, getting busted. One by one, the news media started reporting on all the potential of if this person is found guilty to be this or this or that or that. And because they felt they were facing jail time, there were some folks that actually went and took their own life. We're at Macomb, Mississippi. Stop there, exit 13. The point is that some of them people took their own life because they couldn't face the fact in prison what that would be like. Others said they can't keep me in there forever, just went and did doing their time and figured I'll face it and get back in my life, get back on my own afterwards, and rise above it. All of them folks was wealthy. Just how much money you've got, it still doesn't bring you contentment and security. Because if you was content with all the money you had, it'd be no big deal, because when you come back out, you still have all that money hidden somewhere. So everybody, no matter what walk of life you come from, everybody gets their share of good and bad, and we all deal with it differently. I like to quote the Bible. It says, "It rains on the just and the unjust." It doesn't matter if you're living right or not. We're all going to get a little rain in our life. Rain can be a good thing because it makes things grow. If you get too much rain, it can be a bad thing because it tears things apart. Flood destroys. So anyway, all get our share of good and bad. But each and every one of us, no matter what walk of life we come from, we're as individual as the weather. There ain't no 2 days that are exactly the same. Temperature might be the same, but the breeze is stronger or not as strong or no breeze at all, coming out of a different direction. Humidity might be a little different, barometric pressure. No 2 days are exactly the same. Brights on me, I put mine on him. You dim yours, I'll dim mine. But I ain't dimming mine until you dim yours, until we pass, whichever comes first. In this case, it was when we passed. I saw him turn them on, I don't know why. I mean, it's a perfectly flat, straight road. No, there's no more street lamps, but it's not that awful dark. Miles to my destination. GPS is still holding me at 7:15. My arrival time. What the hell of an engine on this guy's trailer here. Ooh. Talk about a big block. Holy cow. That's still small compared to some I'm working around. Working the other day. I just had it plugged in and it was working fine. Then for no reason, I turned it off, went to turn it on. Something's loose somewhere. There we go. I had hit a bump and it just came back on. All right. today. Maybe all kinds of Memphis, or all kinds of squelch. Radio squawking. Copy on the little old radio. I take it that's a no. The antenna buffering again. Radios anymore, which, you know, the old Cobras never used to have this. This radio I got here is a Road King. The Road Kings never used to have it either. They got now where the knobs and buttons all light up. But the switch to bright or dim the light, it's just a 2-position switch. That's the only options you got, bright or dim. It needs to have a round knob that'll let you infinitely what brightness you want, because right now it's pitch black dark as it is out there in front of me. I don't need any more light here than absolutely necessary. Or at the very least, make it a 3-position switch where you can choose bright, dim, or off. Interstates. 0 starts I know it's right around 300, 190, 300, 311, somewhere around there, to the Tennessee state line. But if I didn't know that, I'd have no idea how many miles I still have to drive until I get to the Tennessee line. Now, if you're going south, you can just count the mileposts and know, okay, I'm at milepost 27, then mile 26, then mile 25. So with each post, you know how many miles it is to the state line of the next state you'll be driving into. And then it starts off. That is, assuming you're going all the way to the end of that interstate. You know what exit number you're going to. Then you know, okay, well, I'm at mile such and such. The exit number from the mile post, that's how many miles you got to go. And in that case, yeah. If I know I'm going to number 291, which I'm not sure if there is such a name, as an example. And if I was at mile marker 91, then that means I've still got 200 miles to go. Now, when you get your loops that go around cities, I don't know how they number those. That I'm not sure. Yeah, something's loose somewhere. Could be a bad fuse with a broken filament in the brand new power cable I bought, but that's not likely, but it is possible. More than likely is that someone probably tampering in the dash loosened something, never tightened it back up, and therefore the power wire or the ground wire that comes to the plugs come up out of the dash behind the radio. Somewhere between point A and B, something's loose and not making a good connection. Dark now, I can hardly even see the zipper. Barely see that white line. We're in the middle of nowhere. About an hour, maybe 45 minutes or so. 45, 50 minutes, I guess. 2055 Junction, Jackson, Mississippi. Watching the time here, that means it'll be right around 4 o'clock when I get in there. Rush hour traffic doesn't start till 6:30. That's all coming into town. Going out of town ain't so bad. If it starts raining again, then that backs traffic up, whatever else, I think I'll just go straight through town, stop farther north. That way, no matter what, when I leave, I ain't gonna have no rush hour traffic to deal with at all. South Haven, I get hour to the center of Jackson, 55 miles.
exit I come to will be Weston, Mississippi. Just past there should be a rest. Was on the southbound side anyway yesterday morning. I'm assuming there's one on the northbound side too. Usually there is. That's about as good a place to take a break as any. hooked up there. If I can't find one, I'll just come back here and park with that tanker. Oh yeah, we got a couple holes right here. Good deal. What his intentions are there. So we have a visitor. Who's here? Evan, it says. Oh, that's who commented last. Who's here? It does not say. I'm going to log off here, take me a little bit of a break. I think that will involve a nap. For a rush hour, I'll be good. So. Anyway, that's why I want no traffic in front of me. It's all further back behind me. Got two of y'all here now. Who's here? Y'all talk to me. Come on now. Someone say something. Speak at me. Speak at me. Let your voice be heard. Or read. It actually won't be heard, it'll be read. Hello, hello, hello. Anybody there? I was gonna talk then. Y'all check back here in about an hour. I'll be back at it again. Maybe we'll see you then. I hope so. If not, y'all take care. See you somewhere. Take care. Bye.